Hey guys, NJ Tech here with another maneuver breakdown for you today. We're going to look at something a bit more advanced. We've looked at some intermediate maneuvers like the peekaboo already, and we've talked about the basics. That last video I did called Pop, Drop, Maneuver and Catch. The same principles will be applied to this, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, please go and have a look at that video to get yourself in the loop. As I said, this is a slightly more advanced maneuver. That said, like anything, this stuff can be learned. If you take your time, you do it nice and high. As I said before, three or four mistakes high, so that you have plenty of time to correct if you get into trouble. So I guess the first time I saw this maneuver being done was by Mr. Steele. I'm sure you all know who he is. Quite a while ago now, and as soon as I saw it, blew my mind and thought, absolutely have to learn this, which I did. I went out and practiced it a whole bunch, and I do it once or twice in every routine just to keep on top of it and keep it well practiced. And it is a quick maneuver. It's one of those things where you do need to get through the maneuver quickly because there's quite a lot going on whilst you're falling. So the main thing to do is to practice this nice and high, as I always say, 2 or 3 mistakes high. So you've got plenty of time to get out of the situation if you are in one and it doesn't go exactly to plan. And really to help develop your muscle memory, you don't want to be thinking about this too much. The more you practice it, the more you're trying to get those stick movements into your muscle memory so that you can execute this maneuver without, as I said, thinking about it too much. So before we go any further, let's just have a quick look at the maneuver up at full speed. So as you can see, it's a pretty quick maneuver. Let's just have that one more time before we slow it down. So let's take this now down to, I think we're going to have to go really slow for this, just so we can see what's happening. So just as in the previous video, there are ways to set up for this. We want lots of velocity, upwards velocity. We want to make sure that we initiate that maneuver before we hit the apex of the pop. So this is what you can see is happening. First of all, you can see the throttle stick. I've pretty much taken that to its maximum. So I want to pop nice and hard, get lots of upwards velocity, and there you'll see the climb coming into effect. And then the next part of this maneuver, you can see I'm dropping the throttle, and at exactly the same time, or very close to, I'm also starting this half backflip straight away. The idea being that as I'm starting the maneuver, I'm still going upwards even though I've dropped the throttle. I want to try and get as much of the maneuver done before I start to fall again, because it takes longer than just a standard roll or a standard flip. So that is what we're going to do. So we're popping the throttle, and then immediately after that, when we've got enough upwards velocity, there's the drop, and then I'm pulling straight back on the right stick, pitching back to get round to that half flip, and you can see it's fully deflected here. I want to make sure that I'm getting through this maneuver nice and quickly. So as soon as we hit the horizon, you can see I've recentered my stick, and then I'm already going without hesitating at all, going straight on to doing the roll. So we cut the horizon, we're stopping dead here. Obviously the throttle's staying at 0 the whole time. We're now going to get through the roll again. Once we've done the whole roll, whether you go left or right, we then stop back at the middle of the stick, cut the horizon again, and then finally to finish off, we're going to pull back on the pitch to be able to complete the other half of that backflip to a nice level horizon. And then finally, just as in the previous video, the last part of that sequence is to execute the catch to stop our descent, and that is to push the throttle in, which you can see me do here. And you can see there's quite a lot of throttle going in here, and you could see we were dropping pretty fast. And even though we were getting through that maneuver quickly, you will start coming down pretty quickly. So in the instance of this maneuver, I would say to catch with the throttle quite aggressively. So let's go back and just take a look at that one more time. So there's the pop. We're going to drop and do the half flip, immediately go into the roll, and then finish off with another half flip to carry on in the direction we started off. You can obviously mix this up. It doesn't have to be like this. As I said, you can roll in either direction. You could do this with a front flip if you want instead of a back flip, or you could even do half and half. So you could start with a front flip, do the roll, and then finish with a back flip if you like. Either way, you can mix this up as much as you want to get through the maneuver. So let's just have a look at that one more time at the slow speed, keeping an eye on the right stick. So pop, drop and maneuver, hitting the roll, back to level, and then pull back to get into forward level flight again and catch with the throttle. Okay, one more time at full scary speed, just so you can get a feel for how this should all go together. And as I said, obviously I'm using nice high rates. If you're using slower rates, it doesn't mean that you can't do this maneuver. It just means it's going to take a little longer to get around it. Start the maneuver a bit higher, and be aggressive with the pop. Really get lots of energy propelling the quad up into the sky, so you've got lots of hang time to get through the maneuver. The only real way to find out and test that is to go out, start off nice and high, and to practice the individual components of this maneuver one by one. So here we are again, just at full speed, and try and keep your eyes here just so you can see what's happening in real time. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. It does seem like that is definitely in the advanced category, but don't feel afraid to try the more advanced stuff. As I said before, height is your friend to start trying this out, and you can break it down further. If you just want to practice one part of it, you could start off high, do a half back flip, and then do a half roll back to level flight, and then just stop there. You can practice that over and over, and then you can practice doing the complete roll and the half flip back out again. Break things down, make it manageable, make it easy. But either way, as I said, I did promise a few more advanced maneuvers. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know in the comments how you get on, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.